Hello, welcome to our Camp AP video. My name is Rajeline and I will introduce Miss Mangarella's grading system. The grading system is composed of mostly test grades and homework. Quiz grades are rare and scarce. There's barely any throughout the year. Every week there is an essay that you will have to compose, which is a test grade. There is a huge emphasis on the composition of essays throughout the course, so it may seem like it weighs a lot on your grade average, but it doesn't because there are plenty of other test grades that will contribute to your grade, such as vocabulary tests, projects, and the literary analysis. So just to name a few, so don't worry too much if you receive a low score on your essays because other assignments will compensate for it. You should expect low grades at first for your essays because the essays are graded with higher standards. Throughout the year, you'll learn those standards, so naturally you will get better. And you can also practice writing essays in your own time to improve if you want. If you write really well and receive good grades on your essays consistently, I'm really jealous of you. I personally had trouble with the essays, but it got better gradually. And that concludes the grading system. I hope you do well and good luck.
Hi, so today I'm going to talk about the literary present. Let's start. So it's basically what it sounds like. You write in the present tense. You really never write in the past when it comes to any literary works, paintings, and films. And you write in the present when commenting on what a writer says. Use the past only when talking about historical events, like where the author lived and where he or she died. And a sentence sometimes can employ both past and present tense. Just be careful when that happens. When it happens, it's useful to split the author into two personas: the authorial voice, the tone or mood that the author uses in the novel, and the historical figure. For example, the first part of the poem, which the author completed in 1804, describes the effects of isolation from society. Just remember to stay consistent with your tenses, because sometimes it can get really confusing to the readers. So examine your changes of tense and make sure there's a logical reason for them.
Hey there! I'm Sarah and I'm here to talk to you about dropping the monster outline for good. So, I know you spent most of your high school and middle school careers using the oh so fun monster outline that doesn't even look like a monster. I can tell you that for sure. So, the monster outline is a cut and dry 5-paragraph essay format that everyone uses. Everyone. And it gets to the point where it's so redundant and unnecessary that I feel like teachers don't even want to grade it anymore. So for this class, one thing you should notice is that it's kind of how you feel in terms of your writing. You don't sit there and go, okay, I need to write my opening. It needs to say this, this, this. I need to start my first body paragraph and it needs to say this, this, this. Then my second says this, this, this. No. It doesn't work like that, and that's one of the plus sides to the class. So if you feel like you can't write exactly 5 paragraphs, maybe you can only write 4, go ahead. As long as you're answering the question and you meet all the requirements, go ahead, do whatever you want. As long as you write your essay and finish it in time. If you need to write more, so let's say you need to write 6 paragraphs, go ahead. Go ahead. Do you. But don't sit there worrying about every little detail that the monster outline would usually ask you for, because that's not what AP is about. AP is answer the prompt, okay? And you're gonna hear that more often than not this year, so get used to it. And once again, don't use the monster outline. Use your brain. Good luck.
Hello, my name is Marlisa Shaw, and I will be doing the next part of our video today, and we'll be talking about how to keep your sentences short, sweet, and simple to the point. I learned that you should keep your sentences, like I said, short, sweet, and simple. A lot of times when you try to add a lot of words to it, you tend to ramble on and go on and on and on, and that's how you often lower your score. By using big words that actually have no meaning in what you're trying to say, also lower your score. By adding who, of, which, of, them, of, they, a lot of times lowers your score. Keeping it sweet and simple by just saying the reason why John felt certain way about Jane Doe is because of the tone, and the tone depict this. This is an easy way of just keeping your sentences short and to the point. Even though it took me a while to figure this out, I did learn this, and it did boost up my score at least 2 points. So if I was you, I would definitely take this into consideration. A lot of times, a lot of people think that AP, you should, try to use the biggest word and the most elegant word. However, a lot of times by just keeping it simple, you get your point across a lot more effectively. So keep your keep what you're trying to say sweet and simple, and answer the prompt. As Miss Mangarella said, AP means answer the prompt. Okay, so that's it from my part about keeping it sweet and simple. So I will shoot it over to the next person.
Hi guys, my name is Narissa. I took Miss Mangarella's class in the 2014-2015 school year, and if there's any advice that I could give you guys who are going to be taking her class this year, it would be that sometimes when you're writing her essays, which she does give a lot of, by the way, sometimes when you're writing them, it is okay to BS once in a while. And by that, I mean make up stuff, but make up stuff that kind of makes sense. Because if you're in a situation where you're reading like a directive for a prose essay or a poetry essay and you have no idea about what it's talking about, sometimes it's okay to kind of like, reach inside and kind of pull out whatever you can find from your brain to kind of make a coherent essay. I've done that on a few occasions, and I've gotten by with okay scores, not great scores, because you do need to know what you're talking about in order to get like a good score. But sometimes it is okay to BS. Now, it's not okay to go over the top with it, like adding in stuff that just doesn't make any sense at all. But if you can find, a sentence or two inside you to kind of like form like an impactful, persuasive point, I guess, then you should be okay. Anyways, I guess that's it, because I don't really have anything else to say. So yeah, bye guys.